Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Joel Duggan and we are going to be playing some Satisfactory. And if you're not new here, you're like, Joel, what are you doing streaming on a Sunday evening? This is not normal. I took the day off to have some time with family. It was Mother's Day here in Canada, so I got to hang out with my mom and sister and the rest of the fam. Went to lunch, had a good visit. But I thought, you know, I'm just going to be sitting here chilling on a Sunday. I'm probably going to play a game or two. So why not share? And, you know, I don't do a lot of evening streaming, so you never know who might be watching. Maybe we'll bring in some new Satisfactory fans. So we'll continue where we left off from yesterday at the end of the stream. We have a to-do list. We're currently getting a coal train station up and going. Thanks for the lurk, Cosmic, and Big Head Face. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning? You must be as far away as Australia then, because it's only 7:30 here. So you've got to be at least 10 or 13 hours ahead. It's always morning. You're in DC. Like Washington, DC? Tony Hancock says, I'm in Australia and it's 8:30 a.m. Ah, yeah, there we go. 13 hours. Joel does math. It's always morning somewhere, though. That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of morning, it's not morning in game, which usually is a good opportunity to pop open a spreadsheet because you really can't see much in the game when it's dark like this. So just to kind of bring everybody up to speed on what we've been working on. We have a heavy modular frame factory, which is going to be moving and creating 16 heavy modular frames per minute. And we are working on getting the steel sorted. We've got a couple of spots that we still have some yellow flags here. Need new sources, Crater Lakes. So we need more coal. We currently have 600, but we need 200 to 300 more. We're going to need more coal anyway, so we're going to belt up a whole bunch of coal from the Crater Lakes and bring it into our steel production. And that's going to involve bringing it all the way from right here. You can see our miners. See the miners in there. These three miners here have got to come all the way down. I'm going to bring it all the way into here, into the train station. So the good news is it's only 2 cars, I think. I did the math yesterday. And we only need 2 cars. So we'll start with that. The train line exists. It might be the long way around, but the fact that the train line exists is cool by me. It does mean, though, we will more than likely have to double up the track and find like an alternate route for the track. So there's a little bit of work that will have to go before we can actually test it out. And for anybody that is coming to this for the first time, you'll see a lot of green and purple around, and that's because we are modeling this giant factory after a Decepticon Transformer Devastator. And so we've got some inspirational images. Right now it's mostly about function. I am keeping the fashion in the back of my mind as I build things. But to kind of keep the mood going, we've got a lot of green and a lot of purple lights happening. I did a little bit of cleanup in between streams, just the boring stuff that I don't want to bother with when we're streaming, and that's I moved all of our excess storage of stuff up into here. So things that we had just tons of lying around the factory, I kind of deleted the bins and moved everything up here. So we've got a bunch of temporary storage cases. This is all just meant to be like a workshop while we're building the factory. Eventually we will have a more robust automatic storage system. I did that in one of my other playthroughs and it was very, very helpful. So we are going to go up to the train station. I think I have all the stuff that I need. We're going to be taking the construction train anyway. Yeah. I think we're good. I maybe don't need 4 stacks of crystal oscillators though. Let's just take 1. Anything else that I've got a lot of I don't need? Oh, I need some more fuel. And I'm going to get some more rods too. Fuel, I think, is on the train. We will have to double check, but yeah. I've been doing some digging underneath the factory here, just kind of nosing around, and I think I am going to pull the trigger and make this a deeper bus. I did not make it wide enough for what is eventually going to have to come into this factory, so decision made. And I've got some ideas about how to deal with the rock that's underneath that thing too. It's not as big as I remember, so we should be able to figure it out. Oh, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. I wanted that one. I wanted the one just past it. Well, this is good timing because it'll give us most of the daylight to do the work. Some interesting planets up there in the sky. I didn't realize you could see them in the daytime too. I know you can see the one with the rings in the daytime, but the other red planet behind it, I've only ever seen at night. Mixmaster... Red Forest. We're going to try to do a little bit of a different setup for this train station. I want to try to include the double bins as a way to make sure that the throughput is balanced. But we may have to reorganize the top of this train station longer. Tony, the daylight cycle is 50 minutes, I think, of daylight, and 5 of nighttime. 5 minutes of nighttime. So not like Minecraft where it's 10 and 10. It's a little bit more balanced that way. But a lot of people have a mod that just makes it daytime the whole time, especially content creators. And my rendering distance does not affect Rails, it doesn't look like. They still render in chunky, which is weird. It does indeed rain, but it doesn't change your view. It just makes things look a little bit wet. It doesn't get as foggy as it does in Minecraft. It doesn't make the whole world gray. It's more like sun showers, honestly. So the rain in this game is actually really cool because it creates some very interesting textures and stuff on the ground. I think I might make an overpass there to completely eliminate the weight for the path selection. Well, we've got to figure out a better way to get up here too. I'm sure there's a better way. There is an incline, I think, on the map. Yeah. Out here. There's one there too. It might not be as steep. So we'll do a temporary hookup from this line out to the coal station. I started the coal station last stream. So we've already got things kind of on the go. And actually, before I do this, I want to put a radar tower up there. It's not that far. Do I have the stuff to build one? I do. Maybe once we get the station temporarily hooked up, before I do any real dismantling of the environment, we'll take a look and see. So the idea with this is I want the coal to go underneath the platform into some bins, and then the bins will distribute the coal up into the train station. So we're going to need a couple of ladders here. And I need to figure out about where I want this train station to be from a width perspective. I think that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about what a train station takes. So we did like a 9 wide platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll just kind of see what that looks like from over here. Make sure it looks like semi-centered. I like the idea of bringing it down into the water on the front. I can actually check this on the Satisfactory map because I uploaded my save to the Satisfactory calculator. Should be able to see the foundations. So just barely you can see them. Can I circle them and have them highlighted? No. Cancel. Not what I meant. I don't know why it makes such a faint color for the foundations. I don't know if you can change that. Oh, you can. Let's make it a darker gray. Oh. That work? Oh, because they're concrete, that's why it's so light. Okay, because I can see my regular foundations. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I might want to move that over so it's more central over the lake. It looks like 1, 2 points. I do like lining things up. So 1, this looks like it's probably around the middle of this straight across. Oh, maybe I went 1 too far. Yeah, I'd say it's the one next to me. That would make sense because there's a rock kind of right in the middle, right there. So whatever is basically right across from me, the boat where I want to put the train station. We're going to go with that one right there. That was loud. So we'll do 9 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that got over to here. Right, that's probably why I didn't go over that far. That thing. That's annoying. I guess we could go to there. And then have it be kind of lopsided. Train comes in on one side of it. But at least when it leaves, or when it's framed by the whole lake. I feel like that's probably pretty good. And the train's going to be up high. And that gives us 2 platforms or 3 platforms over here. That should be enough, I think. Okay, so we'll go see how far we need to come out. I'd like to put some heavy bits on the front of this. Can't seem to build underneath it, I guess. That's all touching the ground of the water. We could maybe come out by one more. Might be a little bit more interesting. If not the whole front of it, at least on the ends here. I'm not going to decorate this place just yet. I think we're just going to get it up and functioning. Oh, I like that. I like the idea of having the feet kind of out a little bit farther. Although that does make it feel like I want to center it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's bump it foundation over. We can center it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, I don't like the way that it overlaps over here, so that's good. Keeps us clear of this grassy thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Now, are we out far enough, or do we want to back up a bit? Missed. I'm always trying to keep like the shapes and things, the big chunky shapes that you see in Transformers in mind when I'm doing some designing, even when I'm just like laying foundations. It suits the game really well. The brutalist sort of look to things. Okay, I think that should be good. One, two. How did that happen? How was it set? Oh, because this is... I painted this by accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and we've got all this space underneath it, so we should be good. Now, I guess the next question is how close to the front of this do we want the trains to actually park? Park? Dock? What's it called when a train stops at a station? I feel like I should know this. It is going to be down a level. And I don't want to make it right to the edge because then it's a pain to get rails up there. We have to support the rails somehow. So at least it has to go back here. That's where the train station is going to go, I think. Nope. I deleted the thing that I was standing on. That's not good. Sydney. Did it say it's producing? Oh, it's consuming 50 megawatts. So we could build this up a little bit too. If I build a train on it. It was 3 meters, I think, was the distance to get this to look like it's embedded. Right, so we might want to put an angle on those so they get lower as they get close to the front. That would probably be cool, and it would kind of mimic what we've got going on down there. I'm also going to fill this in, I think. Oh, that's not right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did like the idea of like a little slit in there. Maybe we'll take out the middle 3. Ginny Tokara, hello, welcome in. I think a train just stops at the station, not parks or docks, just stops. Oh, okay, well that train stop. Yeah, that makes sense. Something's mad at us. So if these are 3, I feel like we could probably do well if we had a single... Is that? Oh, it's optical illusion. If I grab the 2 meter... And we did the same thing over here. I really wish that when you hide your hand, that it would give you something else. Like I find the biggest issue with the inventory is that when you stop using the build gun, your hand kind of like does that loading animation of whatever it is that you're going to hold. I guess that's why I was using the cup so often. Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty cool looking. We could maybe adjust the lines and stuff. Somewhere in here. Wow, low frame rates. Go. That's a lot closer than I thought, too. I feel like the train doesn't have to stop any farther back. I feel like that's probably a good spot for it to stop. Dan, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think eventually we could make that look pretty cool. One thing I would probably do is adjust this here. We want nope, one more. Yep. Looks pretty cool. Cool. That gives us the top platform here as well. Are these painted? Are, but you can't see the sides of them. I'll leave this painted for now because we're going to be needing to see where things are underneath it. And having a little bit of extra room is never a bad thing. So then from here, we just have to attach more freight stations with the outputs on this side. I didn't realize that they had... In the model, I didn't realize they showed you the chunk of car underneath it. I didn't realize it had that thing hanging there. Does that actually render in? I don't think it does. When they actually build it? No. Oh, they go through the floor? That's weird. I don't like that. Why did they do that? That's annoying. Is there a way for it to not do that? Maybe if it had more to stand on? Did the first one do that? Oh, covered it up. Janine Takara, do you play Satisfactory as well? Great platform. Yeah, they do that. That's annoying. I mean, I'm not going to be in here, but that's just kind of dumb. I guess mental note. How come I didn't notice that on... I wonder if that's a new bug. I don't remember that happening with my other train platform because it doesn't have very thin or very thick flooring. You play, you're still learning. Very cool. We've got almost 1,000 hours in the save, but we are still kind of like ramping up early production. So if I put a freight car here and I put some stuff in it so we can kind of see. So I could even nudge these platforms just a little bit more in to really tighten things up. Or I could also add walls. That helps a little bit too. And then we could do patterns. Guess we have to do a custom pattern. let's just go with this one. And that. Nope, I think the yellow would be better, I guess. I like the yellow and black that you get with the trains. Yeah, we could do something here, I'm sure. I kind of like the idea of having the walls there. Oh, that's not going to work. I need this one. Maybe not black. Maybe we have to go with like just like a more of a gray. But that's kind of cool. It gives it like a little bit of detail along the edge. Because one thing we could do is bring in something like a road barrier. How far would that be? Probably just one meter. I feel like that's going to clip through the train. Just ever so slightly. That does look pretty sharp though. We would just have to figure out how to make this all match up. There'd have to be a bit of an overlap somewhere. It is the Minecraft music I'm listening to, yeah. I got really irritated yesterday listening to the stream beats from Harris Heller. It's mostly good, but I think I've just been listening to it a lot. And I got 2 copyright flags on Twitch VODs, despite the fact that I'm using Harris Heller's copyright-free playlist stuff. So I know Minecraft won't get flagged. We could do that, and then what do we do for these? Half foundations, maybe? Ooh, that covers those up. We still would have this overlap, though. We don't have half, don't have half ramps yet. This might look okay if it's just stacked square. Like, we might only need that. Especially if we could do something on this with walls, which I've covered over. Like this. Now that sticks up there. So that may not be the best. But I guess it's going to stick out here too. So if we grabbed one from the other end, then they're going to overlap, but they're going to overlap where you can't see them. Maybe. Yeah, if there's any Z fighting, you cannot see it. And if that was coming straight down... Yeah, there it is there. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like I might like it better if it's all clean. So we'd have to bump this over too. That gives a little bit more room out here. But that's just a half foundation. Oh, right. So that's snapping to the wrong thing. That's doable. I don't know if we would need the other stuff. I'm just going to back up and take a look. This has to be straight. I know this one. I want this to be super clean here. The train clips through ever so slightly, but it doesn't clip through vertically. I'm okay with that. Random question, why do you cover the station with foundations? Oh, just for decor. I'm just messing around. It just looks cool, I think. I saw a couple of people do it on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a go. Sorry, I didn't see your question. Well, I don't like that third step up there. So that, even though that was a good idea, I think I prefer going straight up. So the difference is just, you know, for fun, you can have like a gap like this, or if we get rid of all this, then this is what your train station looks like normally, right? Which is still cool. I just thought it would be a fun exercise to kind of learn how to do this. And it's not difficult at all. Not a big fan of this, though. I'd like this to be, I think, straight concrete. We'd have to figure out how to hide. I guess the end. I don't know. I think this causes a lot of problems, nudging it in like that. I feel like it's okay the way that it is. It still feels nestled. I'm going to take one more look. First, I'm going to change this back. Is that too high? That's too high. Can't believe we've been playing almost an hour. Looks more realistic. Which does? The left or the right? That doesn't make any sense, Dan. I think because it's easier right now, we'll just do it without the nudge right up to the train, and we'll just leave a small gap. Just because it's a little bit easier to do. And I can decide later. Oh, that stays. And I only have to delete a couple things here. So these could be 2 meters. Whoa. And I think I'll make enough for a third one just in case we need it. I'll do empty platform with rails. Is that jumping up? So come out to there. Get rid of that. I think for now we'll also get rid of the walls. Get rid of these. Oh, that's tricky. How am I going to get rid of that? Go. Now, I don't know if I should leave this stuff exposed. I guess it makes sense. We could have a higher platform here. That would eliminate the need for this, which I think I like. Although maybe we still maybe hide the end of it. Oh, now we're talking. That looks pretty cool. It is picked up. Yeah, yeah. Now, I don't know why. I'm not matching that up anymore. I don't need to worry about that. Alright, so we've got those in place. That's all cool. I don't think we need this. Oh, that's... Never mind, that's the end. Yeah, we need that. Okay. Well, that works. How long is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that's probably about right. We're going to have more rail coming off the back. That's 3 meters high, so we'll use the same 1 meter, 1 meter. And try to get this connected to the other track before the sun goes down. That would be the output. Then we have to get over to there. So I'm just going to go down through the trees as best I can for now. There's some creepy crawlies happening somewhere. Oh, it's maybe the plants. I think we'll go... I need to get maybe parallel to this. This is why you don't really want to run these along the ground. It gets real squirrely. Yep. Yeah, weird angle. There we go. Just for now. And then the front part, again, we'll have to do something temporary. But my guess is that we'll probably have to do something out in the middle of the lake. So we probably would be okay if I started about here. Yep. And then where was that rock? That was about the middle. I'd say right there. Oh, deleted the one that I wanted. Likely coming to a break. It says someone that should be asleep. I'm teasing. Yes, you're right. With the sun going down is exactly what we should do. That's why I wanted to get the train hooked up. Nice. Let's take the trains for a spin. Actually, no, I have to delete it. We'll have to use the train that I'm on. I'll have to use the construction train. So it'll be slow because it's full of stuff. I'm really doing really good at listening and not being in chat. Yeah, sure. Pro moderator. Let's go edit the timetable. I guess we'll go to the Red Forest. Then we go to Crater Lake Coal, and then the construction station, and then Crater Lake Coal. Sure, turn on. For folks that are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It's that time. You get to ride the break train. I get to refill my drink. Maybe you can bring a friend. We will be right back. Hey, McScrewgunn, how's it going? Of course it's raining. And I forgot to add in block signals, so that's why we are stuck. I'm also stuck on an animal, it looks like. I forgot to put in the block signals down here. Don't go away, mad train. So we just needed a separate block for the coal train. I just wanted to have it be hooked up quickly. Obviously, we're going to do it properly. Doing well, doing well. You are as well as is the rest of chat, I will hope. I believe so, yeah. So far, so good. So if somebody was asking earlier about rain in the game, and this is it. It's still very bright and sunny. The concrete looks wet. You get in the right light. It's pretty cool. You can see little raindrops. Little texture stuff happening. It's going to be really interesting with the Unreal Engine 5 when they update that. That'll be cool. This is actually not a bad little exit. I don't mind this. Not overpowering in the lake. Don't go away, Matt. Just go away. Nice. Yeah, I much prefer the pillar support on the right. Yeah, so we'll probably do something similar to that. On the other side. This is obviously temporary. We will figure out how this train is going to leave and do its thing. We could probably just put another one of these guys just reverse right here, right? Maybe make this look more like a walkway. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. That way that comes up to the same height. I think that's right. Yeah. When in doubt, build bigger. '80s rock and roll attitude, Motley Crue, if I recall correctly. Nice. I like Motley Crue. Kickstart My Heart, great track. That and at least 2 others are on my morning gym playlist. So we'll put the ladder back. Maybe here for now. So I need to do a couple of quick calculations here just to kind of refresh my memory. These guys are going to need power shards if they don't have them already. We don't. And we need to lower that one. And also find the common denominator here. That's going to be right there. Oh, we need to center them. That's right. I remember that now. But the main entry point is going to be over here. At least for the first one. That's out. This is in. Is it me or is my game really laggy today? I feel like there's a... Do we want to go like that? Or do we want to go closer? It could be the rain, I guess. Oh, we definitely want to do that. So, unfortunately, that's not on the middle. I guess I could have thought of that. I mean, this thing could be nudged forward or back, but it looks so nice in line with that seam. So we'll leave it for now. It is just off the middle. It's not even remotely convenient. And actually, these have to be Mark 5. Oh, no, wait a minute. 600 divided by 2? 4. I may have to redo these again, but whatever. This is our line. So it's this foundation that they gotta come in on. Thanks for the lurk, McScrewgunn. Appreciate it as always, of course. The whole idea here is to use the inside of the train station underneath to house the balancing that has to happen, because we've got 1,800 coal per minute. It's going to go up to 600. So if I jam that through, we've got 600 parts per minute, and we've got that times 3, so 1,800. So I think I did this on the spreadsheet, but we're going to double check. No, Crater Lake resources, right? Coal. Coal number 123, untapped 600 per minute eventually. So we'll need a new train. So we'll go... I don't know. I have to look up the names of the other Devastator Constructicons. This is Crater Lake's coal collection. Train will just be coal 1 for now. Do you spreadsheet Minecraft builds as well? No. Not really. I don't think so. I've done some pixel art in Photoshop for builds. Sometimes trying to figure out complicated redstone stuff or spacing for things. The Nether Hub. Actually, I did a cross-section of the Nether Hub as pixel art. I have it somewhere. Not on this computer, though. I was on a Mac at the time. So we will copy... We'll just unclip that. We'll just grab this. There's only 2 cars, I think. Coal. Car number 2 is going to be coal. Now the throughput is going to be tricky. Coal throughput. We don't know the round trip. I'm guessing 3 minutes. So we'll do a 3 minutes. No, 3:30. It's a guess. Oh, I put this in the wrong spot. Yeah, these things don't copy and paste quite the right way. How many other artists in the world use Excel? You must be in the minority. Seems like opposite forces. I am definitely a right-brained artist. I'm very technical. When I worked in animation, I was a cleanup artist originally. But then I moved into production management. And you kind of had to learn the ropes in that way. Something I like about Satisfactory is all the technical sides to it. So, just for now, freight platform throughput. So that's collection rate times round trip time. So we've got 1800 per minute times 3.5 minutes is 6300. Then we've got freight car capacity at 32 slots. We're currently looking at 2 cars. That's 3,200 for the cars. For 1 car anyway. Unless they change the car capacity. And then freight cars required should only be 2. Equals this divided by that. 1.9. So we've got 2 cars. The question is, how do we get these things loaded in a way that makes sense? This could change. If this is longer than 3.5 minutes, we need 3 cars. So that'll be that. And I did plan potentially for a 3rd car right here should we need it. But right now we need 2. But thankfully these giant bins I'm going to be using. Yeah, it is choppy up here. I don't know why my frames are so gross. Do I have anything going on in the background maybe? My computer being stupid? No, nothing's running that shouldn't be running. I mean, at the Satisfactory calculator website might be taking up some stuff, but it shouldn't be that bad. So we need bins in front of these with the Mark IV. This is going to have to go to the top. This is going to go to the bottom. That is provided we don't raise the bins. Which I don't see the need of doing, plus the ceiling is not that tall anyway. And unfortunately, the legs of the train stations come through. I'll have to check to see if ours do that. I don't think they do. Do we want... No, I want it one back from that. So it's not quite the center. That should be good. Nope. Oh, I forgot. The top one comes down closer. Right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Nope, 4. That'll work. So then we'll grab this, should snap tightly, and this should just fall straight there. And then we just throw in a belt. And that is the output. So then the input is going to come in here. And we're going to have to jiggle it around inside, because in order to keep this nice and clean, I'm probably going to want to use wall belts. I guess we could do 3. Then they're all going to have to move anyway. That's probably the better way to do it. Might as well leave that there. We're going to come in on this a little bit here. And this goes all the way out here, I think. Right, I think this is the end part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, 11 plus the bits. Yeah, I am chopping all over the place. What is going on? I mean, the game is heavy for me sometimes, but never like this. This goes one past. We'll end up cutting some of these trees down, I'm sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's on this one here. So the trick with these miners that I wanted to try was using the barrier to center the miner on the foundation, even though this is really close anyway. So if you're new to the game, Tony, then this might be a cool trick. So you know that you can snap road barriers to various places, and then if you want something else there, you can essentially do something like grab a wall and it'll stick to the road barrier, or if you hold control, it'll replace the road barrier. And so you can put things at angles and do some funny stuff that way. But I was watching a Total Eclipse video, and he said that you can use road barriers. If you hold control on the road barrier, what it snaps to on the miner is the belt path. So the reason why this is cool is because if you look at the miners on the world grid, they're not centered on the blocks. So if I wanted to grab this with a belt, right, I can't bring it out straight. It has to do like a little, there has to be like a little zip, like a little direction change. Now, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but for folks that like straight lines, like me, I want to change that. And so what this allows you to do is remove the foundations here, and you can apply it and actually put the foundation underneath then this will snap to the seam. And then we can use the half foundation I guess I could have just built a half foundation to start with. And now we have a single foundation. And now when I take this guy out of here with a belt, he's dead straight. So if you ever have one that's really wonky and it bugs you, then you can totally do that. And that's not too far off the grid. I may actually move that back and forth depending on what we get here. But what I want to do with the miners is just encase them in like a little building. And this actually might be better off as 2 foundations wide. Because then it would cover up probably the I forgot that you can hold down R. Yeah, that covers the majority of the node. So this is a little bit too far forward. So we take that back by a half foundation and then double them up. So again, a lot of the times when I'm doing these, it's nice on these little outposts to kind of do some different techniques just for practice. Then when you need to do them in other places, it's a lot faster. That's that. And then if I delete these. So now I guess the trick here would be if I wanted to have a little building here, then I could reuse the road barrier. Grab a wall. And then I would just have to have other walls cover that up. And we could do that either with the regular concrete wall. Actually, that won't work. Oh yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky. That goes the full length. Right. Right. Yeah, they haven't given us half walls, even though they've given us half foundations. I do find that a little frustrating. But say you wanted to do something like that. You could house it. You know, you could hide your walls inside the thing, give it a little roof, and then you're just going to have like a clean output. But I think I will go back to it being centered, at least for now. Just because it'll make things a lot easier. We should still be able to put, if we wanted to put walls on this, we could probably do it. Yeah, so then you have a nice little case for your miner. If you needed to or wanted to do that, you can make that as tall as you want. You could let the top of it stick out if you wanted to do that too. So that one's going to come out straight there. I'll move that again so it's... Well, that one's... Yeah, we'll do the same thing there. And then here... I guess the thing to do here... This one hasn't been moved. I'd say we just use it kind of right where it is. Oh. Well, we're not gonna do a platform, I don't think. Although it doesn't look too bad. So the goal would be to have these all in 3 lines right here. I think we're going to have to turn this one sooner. I'll have to cut down some trees. And then this guy needs to be lowered because this was early on when I thought I was going to raise these guys up. So 1, 2, 3. I think maybe we'll go back by a half foundation after that. I think that's what I did last time. So many menus, so many hotkeys, so many chainsaws in your face. I forgot that you don't have to press the F key to middle click pick block. Well, that didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to. How far outside of this one was I? Oh, I see. Alright, well, we'll just do the same sort of thing. I'm not going to put a wall around it. I'm just going to use that. It's kind of our marker. And I guess we'll do the same thing here. How far does 3 go back? I think that's plenty. We'll change this to gray. Just for fun. And I'm sure I can come up with a better design for these. But for now... Actually, do I have like a coal color? I'm sure I do. So it's 0.05. That's the secondary color there. So this is 0.05? Yeah. What's that, 7? Yeah. Cool. So now we can kind of get these onto the main grid quite easily because it's really close. So one of the things we can do is just kind of cheat it a little bit. That has to be on that. This one we will send down the right-hand side. I guess it doesn't really matter when you're doing this, going off-grid to on-grid. Yes. Nope, that's ugly. Yeah, maybe I've shot myself in the foot here. I thought this was going to work out, but... What if I do more like a 45? What if I like force an angle? That might be the way to go. That's probably pretty good. Pretty close to a 45. Now this is going to need actually a Mark 5. And that will come out and turn to this lane. Oh, I made a mistake. This is supposed to go here. Now this should be long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, it might not be. It is. Excellent. And then this one, hopefully, will work out. That's nearly straight. I think what I'll do is try to make it straight from here. But as close as we're going to get. Or maybe this would look better at a 45-degree angle too. Seeing as we did that over there. Yeah, maybe this whole minor trick to get things centered is not always the best course, right? Okay, so now we need those 3 belts hitting 2 of these guys. And that needs to be lined up. So we split the middle one and send it into the 2 next to it, would be my guess. And I guess we just do that on the floor. No reason to get too fancy with it. Now, thankfully, we're on a grid now, so we can do this nicely. That's straight. That's straight. And so that is going to need to join up with this one. So we'll just put a merger right here. $600 divided in 2 is 300, which means mark 4 belts. Oh, I can't do that. We don't split and merge. We split and merge in the containers. This happens a lot closer. I think this has to go. This is splitter, this is splitter. So then we grab the Mark IV lift. Now, is that going to go around nice? No. Guess it just go there. That's not going to work either. I do wish that you could do a little bit more control with the lifts. That should work. Yep. But of course, that would be asking too much. Where does this go? This goes there. tighten that up. I'll do the same thing over here. Always takes a little bit of finagling, but oh no, so that, how is that farther back? Oh, I totally missed that. That is not at all the right position for that. I was like, that should have worked out perfectly. Why didn't it? Okay, that's what I wanted. So again, like little tricks that you learn. Right, so this doesn't get split here. This goes and gets split there. And then these guys just go straight down. Oh no, more aluminum required. I should have some on the train. Yep. I think that looks good. Okay, so let's recap. We will eventually have 600 coal flowing out of each machine for a total of 1800. 600 is going into this bin. 600 is going into that bin. 600 is going into the splitter and being split so that there's 900 per minute going into each bin. We can do that because the bins hold so much. And on the other side, we have to split 450. So 900 has to come out of here faster, actually, than it is coming in. So we have to use Mark 5 belts, because if we just use... Well, no, wait a minute. The Mark 4s are 480. So yeah, I have Mark 4, Mark 4, Mark 4. That's good. No Mark 4 there. That would have been a mistake. So what this does is it eliminates the wait time when a train is docking and nothing is happening upstairs. This will continue to fill up from the miners, and then when the train leaves, this will fill up faster than this was filling in, so this will always empty. And so that gives these miners full access to the freight cars without the 27 seconds that it's waiting up here doing nothing. We also need a little belt right there. Have a belt there. Lifts are all 4, 4, and 4. Okay. So I think the thing that's left is obviously a more permanent rail. And that's going to be tricky. I feel like turning almost right here is going to be the better way to do it. Like right at this section right there. It's probably going to be the easiest right now. That's at the edge, so got 3 to there. And then 1, 2, 3 to there. Right to the edge. If it'll let me. And this was pretty straight. Now are we 3 away from this curve? Ooh. That might be kind of tight in the long run. I don't mind the little flight through the trees. Oh yeah, we're farther to the left. That's not bad. That could work. Except for... that is not on the right spot. It's so hard to see. Okay, well, speaking of hard to see, that's usually a good cue to take a break. So I'm going to queue up a couple of train stations I know we can get to. We'll move Red Station. Let's go Construction Station and Megatron. So once again, I do take a break once an hour. It is that time. Enjoy the break train and the chill music, which you won't be able to hear over the break train, and I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. I'm actually going to take back over here so we can go back up the hill. We don't actually have that route sorted out. There's a lot of, I guess, inconsistencies in my network because it's brand new. But I just realized we don't have a right turn here. I don't think we have a left turn here either. And that's going to be tricky. Welcome back. Here to give those of us who should be asleep but are terrible sleepers a quick recap on what you should be doing so far, or what you have done so far. We have hooked up all of the belts for the miners, and we took a break, and then we got stuck because I don't have a way to go. Don't have a good way to go right here, which I guess doesn't really matter. I'll drive around. This needs to be turned into a double track, and I do not know how we are going to do that just yet. But yeah, we've got the throughput for the train station has been sorted. I believe we need 2 cars. We are very close to needing 3 cars. If the route is longer than 3.5 minutes, we will need 3 cars. So that's possible. But you shall see when we get up there. It doesn't look very different. Most of what we did the last hour was all messing with miners and belting stuff up. Apparently you can take a train through that cave, which I didn't realize. Your favorite part was when I got stuck. Nice. This is also not the best section there. We've established a much shorter route to branch off here, though, which is good. And this will also mean it'll be a lot easier to create a right-hand turn should we decide to drive around on brakes. Try to land this right on the edge. That could be straight. That is not going to be straight. And that's probably because of this piece up here. Right, now that we can see both ends, it should be fine. Ah, but it does go down a bit. What if we split the difference? Take this out to the very edge. Ta-da! And then from here, very smartly, we should just be able to go straight through. Simple T-junction. Done. That means none of this nonsense needs to be here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think that's everything. Almost. Pretty smooth. Is that straight still? Oh no. I should have changed that first. What I should do is do this until this looks straight. Right, so that's curved there. That to me looks straight. A little off. But not by much. Out of concrete. What's going on there? Or is there a bird in the way? There's probably a bird in the way. Excellent. So now I'm gonna fill my inventory with some stuff so I don't destroy all of the nature. And we're going to cut down this tree. And this one. You like how you recessed the rail? Oh, did you not see that before, Cosmic? I'll show you when it's up there. It looks really cool. You've grown back since last time. Don't care about those because this rail line might not be staying for a super long time, but in general, I feel like we need to get rid of some of these. I definitely want to get rid of the ones that are like really overgrowing the track, because I think no matter what, these trees are going to be in the way of the whatever train we decide is the final road. That one to the right is okay. It's just this one that's growing up through my platform. It's big trees. Yeah, I'm okay with this one. This one's gonna go too. Probably shouldn't care so much because I have a ton of wood if I was doing this and collecting it all. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, so up here on the platform, what I did was we've recessed the rails so that when you put a train on it, you're even with the train. Looks like you can just walk right on. I mean, you can still fall, but you can essentially jump on the train. It just looks kind of cool. No rhyme or reason other than just aesthetics. And I obviously did that incorrectly. There we go. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. How'd you like it? We're trying to keep it simple, just for now. Yeah, so then inside, I gotta paint these belts too. Grab the old coal color for now. Having some real frame rate issues today, though. This is all belted up. I don't think we're actually going to keep most of this. I think what I want to do here is just use these little metal pillars. Oh crap, I put 2 down. Delete that. Sort out where it is. I kind of feel like the Blade Runners should only work when you're sprinting. They are really kind of bothersome beyond that. Those are 2 things there. So in this case, I think what I'll do is I'll remove this one. I'll put this one here. Oh, come on. This is what I mean. The Blade Runner's floating you around and stuff. It's all very painstaking. That will simplify this area quite a bit. I guess I need to chop that down too. I didn't even notice that was going through a belt. Yeah, the Blade Runners make you feel slidey when you're not sprinting. It's annoying. Oh, time to paint belts inside. Yeah, my frames are really rough today. Apologies. I'm not sure what's going on. Normally I don't have this issue. Oh, I noticed a problem with the belts. These don't get colored correctly either. It's really annoying. It only colors the bottom one. I don't know if that's something that changes when it reloads or what. This is splitting a 600 into 300. I don't like the look of the Mark. Well, we use Mark 4s anyway. Everything is coal colored. Except for the bright green. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Really bizarre. I wonder if it's just like all the trees. Oh, did I turn up my foliage? Maybe I did. No, it's at medium. Shadow quality, texture quality. Maybe we'll just go down to medium again. Now the train stations I like to usually leave a bit of purple on them. And I can't remember which color is which. Yeah, so we'll do black and green. So I feel like I've got the Devastator green saved. If I don't, that's it. I don't. Cancel. So let's go with the bottom one. Save. I think that's right. No, it's this one. That's the one. Is that the same? A3C45. Yep, okay. Now I will keep that as a preset. Now weirdly, it changed this again. So we've got whatever number 7 is on my hotbar. I think that's it. Yep, that was it. So the top color of that is the 37, 37, 37. And this way, these guys get a little bit of green on them. Just for fun. Most of it you can't see because it's hidden with the sunken what do these look like if they're painted that color? Oh, just a little green belt on them. That's cool. A green stripe. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Watching on mobile without glasses, you cannot tell the difference. Well, that's fair. That's fair. That was obviously wrong. Might as well leave that the way that it is. Seal everything up. I guess these would all be... yeah. Take these away. Oh, do those go through the belts? Those go through the belts. That's annoying. Didn't realize that was that close. Alright, well. So much for that. Looks like wall it is on this side. That's kind of a pain because I didn't want this to be... Oh, what am I doing? I've got half walls. Why does it auto turn them? Why does it think that that's a thing that I want? It's ridiculously annoying. If I copy something, I want what I'm looking at copied. Then this has got to be the half foundation 3 meter or 1 meter. Just rotated to match. I'll change this back to normal color. We had just painted it just because it was where the train was coming in. I mean, we could try something cool along here eventually. Frost the Flakes, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Actually, going to change that back to concrete. I don't get... the textures are not coming in for me, and I've had that problem for several weeks now. Does anybody know if that's a known bug? Alright, so we did that. This needs a little cover-up action. That's a 2 meter. I'm pretty sure I just did the same thing on the other side. Oh, it's being funny because it's a half foundation. Stop it. Why do you make life so difficult? That way, it's this way. Goes like that. What happens on the other side of this? Oh, there's just a single. Oh, I guess that was technically the edge. Right. So it's not exactly symmetrical, but I can return to this when I decide to make it permanent and decorated and stuff. But I think that's a nice tidy solution. The only thing left to do is now just add the power. We are bringing in power with the station. So this guy should have the zaps. 60,000 zaps. Sounds good. I've only been playing again for about a week, so I don't see any differences yet. Missing textures. Right. Yeah, you can paint all kinds of stuff. And I've been what you really should do is decide what colors you want and then right click the thing and then say paint pipes default. You know, paint coated concrete foundation default. Saves you a ton of time because then it just comes out painted. Pre-painted. So I do not want the power coming through there. I would very much like to try and get this power to go straight down if we can. I would say it's just about on the seam and in the middle. So 1, 2 in the middle. That looks like it might go straight down. As close to straight as we're going to get there, I think. I might try one more. And then this way, we need to go farther to the right. Maybe. This is where we try them all. And I'm going to grab a hover pack. We tried the middle one, let's try that one. So not as straight. And that's far too far to the side. So, no. This is another thing I wish we had more control over. Yeah. I might even do something like on purpose. Rather than try to cover that up, I might just try to do something like that. Can I attach? No, I can't attach. How did I do it before? Oh, it was a beam. I think I did a beam. Yeah, that gets to that height. Oh, I can do it on a beam too. Okay. So if I do that, connect that to there, give you some paint. How does that end up looking? Pretty good. At least for now. Famous last words. So we did end up coming out a little bit. But at least it looks like it's on purpose. Remove those. Can still access that. Excellent. And now we just have to figure out how to get power out to these guys and have it look good. WDo, I decided to stream a little bit later today. I am normally not live at this time. I guess we could just use these poles. Oh, they clipped the belts. I forgot they clipped the belts. Alright. We'll commit to that for now. This is how I did it in the Red Forest, and it seemed to work okay. WDo gifting 2 tier subs to the community. Thanks very much. Insane Intellect and Knapsack. Knapsack, I don't recognize you. Insane Intellect, of course, I've seen you around. Congratulations, you've got a gift sub. Make sure you join your Discord and Twitch accounts and join us in the Joel Duggan Discord. It's going to be under your Connections tab in Discord options. So here, I guess we just go straight from the wall to this guy. I just like the look of concrete, so that's why we're doing it this way. The brutalist look. Except for when you run out. Once again, WDO23, thank you so much. Really appreciate that support. Concrete is the beige one. Yoink. Left or right, Gandalf? So this is pretty good. We won't be able to do the hookup at Devastator today, but I'll be able to get this finished completely. This end of the train will be done. I think I messed up on the end of this. Leave that open for me for now. So this is what I was talking about, Cosmic. We've got 3 belts coming in, 600 apiece. The middle one gets split into 300 and 300. So 900 a minute going into this bin, and 900 a minute going to this bin. We need 2 belts at 480 or 450 to pull it up into the bin. I forgot to paint a belt. The humanity. Oh look, I missed one there too. The belts that are inside that no one can see. All painted. Good. It's a chunky looking piece. Oh, that's why it's different at this end. Because it doesn't have an end. Do all of these freight platforms not have an end? Oh yeah, they don't have a nice... There's no caboose. There's no caboose station. It's just a flat end to everything. So I think what I was going to do here is maybe remove this part and go straight across, giving this a little bit of depth on this side too. So that can be a full foundation there. That right? That looks right. Yeah, so that has a little bit more depth. Not a perfectionist? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, it's nice and recessed just for fun, so now that we know how to do that, that's all good. I think the only thing left to do, I want to add, I think it would be kind of fun to add a couple of those floodlights. Just for fun. We don't really have room on this side. But we do over here. What's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. It's over the belts? No. Let's put it over the belts. Oh, wrong one. Need to get higher. What? Done. And of course you're on the weird back part. But that actually might work because we can just go... Oh. Colored you purple. I wanted you to be that color. Don't know where your green highlight is, but we'll find it eventually. I want to say... Oh! So much sliding around. I'm guessing there. And I was off to the right, but I would say a good call on the distance on the east-west. So probably there. Cool. And now we just have to hook up the rest. So there's the power coming in from the station. I feel like it's probably a good bet that we can just bring that straight to here. And I guess I can do a power pole on this guy too. I don't know if I want to do a switch. I should probably do a switch in here for the whole thing. And I would say this is probably a good spot for that. Caboose is another word that makes you giggle, but it's a real thing. Like, why is that? Why does that make you giggle? A, B. So I'm going to back this up. Love that you can split those now. See, again, so strange that they make this specifically for this reason, and yet it's not the right width to snap these in a straight line. Like, I find that so frustrating. This is currently off. Crater Lake Coal Miners. Not minchers, miners. Right. Again, they give you this long text field, and then they give you the tiny display. Dislike. Now that doesn't need to be there. You can go straight out from here. And as a matter of fact, this would be nicer if I went in here. Okay, so I can hook this up now because the switch is not on. I'm going to guess it's going to be better to come out on the low side here. So we just need to find out what's a good level for that. I would say there. Nope, don't. Please don't do that. And again, sometimes this stuff is just like, I like the practice. That's those two miners hooked up. Are you hooked up? You are hooked up. You are hooked up. You are hooked up. And now we just need to change this. That is the light, if I recall. Ah, you know what? We'll just do it this way. I really wish the pedestal thing would be fixed. So if we need to, we can turn that on and off. I'm going to fill this in for now. We missed a paint. Miss any other paints? I like the stripe down the middle. That's cool. We have made a box. Because caboose is hilarious and I've heard you use instead of but. Yeah. Okay. I can see that making you giggle. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. So that's everything. And the only thing left to do is to go and do in the signals, the block signals. And usually you want block signals at the beginning and end of your train stations. This train station doesn't necessarily need it. As long as we have block signals correctly at the intersection, then I should be okay. Because this is going to be all one block. Yeah, so currently the green is the block. There's only one train that comes up here. There's no reason for any other train to be on here. I just have to make sure that the block is separate from that block, that's all. Right, so right now it is all one green block, so we need to change this. Now normally you would want to do path signals going in and out of an intersection, but because this is such a simple intersection, I'm just going to use blocks. So I find that the path blocks really slow things down. And because this is an enter only, this is one way. No trains are ever going to be coming this way. It's only that We need a block here because you may want to go either straight or left. And here you may want to go left or right, but there is no decision to be made. This is automatic. We have to have that there. The game won't let me remove it. Yeah, I think the only thing left to do is just maybe sort out a little bit of the other side of the rail. And I guess also hook this up to power. Do you have power, Mr. Light? You do. Night mode. I mean, I want to say we should do... Do these always change everywhere? I don't remember. Can you not edit these? Why did that not save? There's definitely some issues with the custom things, like blueprints I found for me weren't deleting as well, which was a problem. See, like that just changed the color. Save. Like you can click through the window and change your settings. Confirm. So why is it blue? I don't understand. Yeah, there's something not working. Yeah, Devastator green. Not saving. So if we deleted Devastator green, and it says it's still, so let's just call it green 2. Let's see if that actually saved. Now they're both in there. And you are on the other side of the power switch. That's why you don't have power. So if I go inside and I hotwire you, you will get power. So I have to delete these for now. I just want to know if one light is enough. The setup came up really quickly. Is it because experience or just you just this good at the game? I don't know about quickly. I think I was really taking my time tonight, fussing around. I maybe pointed the light down too far. I really don't like that you can't adjust them until you have to move them again. And I would say we probably need more than one, but I will mess with that when I have more patience for flying up and down looking at silly lights. Because I feel like the train platform itself should have more lights on it in general. I think it should come with its own lights. Actually, that speaking of, can you attach lights to them? Like, you know how sometimes you can put light, like wall lights on things? Oh, we can put them on those foundations. But yeah, you can't attach it to that. There's ceiling lights. You can't do that. They have some lights, but they're like aesthetic. They don't actually... They just glow. Or that's maybe just reflecting. We do street lights. That's kind of cool. They're big enough that they fit in here, but you have to make sure you don't do them where you're going to have the cars, the freight cars. I thought you could clip stuff in this game. That's weird. I should be able to do what I want with that. But then that hangs kind of like right in the face of the thing. Yeah. I don't like these street lamps. That's the one thing that I would be very tempted to do from a mod perspective would be to get really good looking lights in the game. The ones that they give us are not the best. I mean, the effect is fine. I just mean like the actual structures. Alright. So that is everything done. We just have to figure out where to send everything. I guess I should give myself a door. Probably close to the power. Maybe on this side. Actually, let's go in over here. Corner door. So dark. Walls. That would be cool. But let's just go with a regular. Do you not open anymore? There we go. Okay. And I guess we could put a light in here. Probably close to this stuff. Man, this stuff is hard to see. I think I actually got that in the center. You have to say the words door open. Open says me. Alright, well I can always delete the stuff later, so we can just turn it all on. The miners are going to spin up. We're going to see a lot of coal coming in here in no time. Green lights all around. Oh, they're not overclocked. That's fine. Going up. Going in. Okay. One last thing before I forget, because I will forget to overclock those, and I'll be wondering why nothing's happening. Zoom, zoom. Do all the things. I'm running low on power shards, actually. I think this is the only 14 that I have. Should be filling up faster than that. Oh, it's a 780 belt, so it's never going to be 100% full, right? It'll be close, but there's always going to be like little gaps. But these should be filling up at quite a rate. Yep. Excellent. Alright, last thing to do is just going to go get the other end of this track sorted out, and we're done. Charimer, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. You cannot die if you fall in a contraption, Tony, no. You can die falling off a cliff into the void. You can take fall damage if you fall from too high. The void stuff is a real problem because you end up losing all your stuff. Whereas if you die in the world, you just end up leaving a box, you know? Now, will you stay braked on this hill, Mr. Train, or are you going to roll on? Oh, alright. Well, I'll have to come back and fix that later. Can't stop on the hill. I'll come back with a smaller train. So now we have to figure out where we're going to send all that down here at the main train station. Yeah, the void is not good. It's bad in Minecraft. It's bad here. So this train is going to have to come in somewhere, and I don't have a spot for it. I mean, I'd have to replace this construction station, I guess. Man, the big heavy trains, they take a lot to stop. All right. Well, that is the coal station all set up. I guess I could go back up there. Oh, is that going to add another locomotive? Didn't want to do that. I never thought about that. Could do that too. Yeah, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. If you want to leave a follow here, if you've enjoyed the chill Sunday evening, you can follow here on Twitch at Joel Duggan. If you are watching this on YouTube later, I do post everything into a VODs channel on YouTube. It's Joel Duggan VODs. I have a website, joelduggan.com, which links to my other podcasts like the Spun Chunks, new episode coming out tomorrow. And I have several episodes of the Citadel Cafe recorded as well. And that is hopefully going to be coming out in the next week or two. We have also got, coming up this week, more streams. Tuesday, back in Minecraft. And then I believe Wednesday I'll be back in Satisfactory. So that is what's coming the week ahead. I appreciate all the support this weekend. I know today was a slightly different day because of Mother's Day. I took the afternoon off to hang out with my folks. It was a good time. I hope anyone that was celebrating Mother's Day today also got to hang out with their mom. Or if you are a mom, got to hang out with your kids. And that's going to be it for me. We'll see you all next time. That's usually at 1 o'clock Atlantic time. That's ADT. And that is UTC minus 3 hours. Kramer, thanks very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. We're going to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory. Probably BL Andrew. I didn't check to see who else might be live, but that's usually the late night Satisfactory folk. We will see you next time. Bye for now.